1, 2, 3. The bell has rung, the lesson has begun. Good morning, my dear guys, I am very glad to see you. Let us start our class. We shall start our class as usual with our language practice, and let us read our poem. With all my soul in this bright day, I want to congratulate all those who are still alive through wars today, whose links with our lives are close. I mean those people who protected new lives from weeping of the earth, those people who rejected our enemies' efforts to end the Russian birth. We thank them from the bottom of the hearts and wish them long days living. They served their right to live in comforts, and their dreams are our deal for keeping. Well, how can you translate this poem? Ну, от всей души в этот яркий, там, светлый день я хочу поздравить всех тех, кто все еще жив, ну, кто прошел через войну и сегодня, кто соединяется, чьи жизни с нашими жизнями соединились так тесно. Я имею в виду тех людей, которые защищали наши жизни, ну, от покушения, там, в том числе на Землю, как на планету. Те люди, которые, ну, все попытки наших врагов, ну, ликвидировали, чтобы конец России пришел. Попытки не удались. Мы благодарим, говорим спасибо всем тем людям от, ну, самого сердца и желаем им долгой жизни. Они служили, ну, заслужили право жить в комфорте, и в их мечтах их мечта в том, чтобы мы это все сохранили. Well, let us read one by one after me. With all my soul in this bright day, I want to congratulate all those who are still alive through wars today, whose links with our lives are close. I mean those people who protected new lives from weeping of the earth, those people who rejected our enemies' efforts to enter the Russians' birth. We thank them from the bottom of the hearts and wish them long days living. They served their right to live in comforts, and their dreams are our deal for keeping. Let us read one time more with me. With all my soul in this bright day, I want to congratulate all those who are still alive through wars today, whose links with our lives are close. I mean those people who protected new lives from weeping of the earth, those people who rejected our enemies' efforts to enter the Russians' birth. We thank them from the bottom of the hearts and wish them long days living. They served their right to live in comforts, and their dreams are our deal for keeping. Very nice. Now I will ask you my weak question. What rock group has for men that don't think? Ответ на эту англоязычную загадку содержит имя собственное. Напишите это имя собственное. What rock group has for men that don't sing? Действительно, рок-группа из 4 людей состоит, и они при этом не поют. Не буду вас долго мучить, потому что речь идет о Маунт Рашмор или гора Рашмор. Здесь изображены 4 величайших президента, отцы-основатели, можно сказать, Соединенных Штатов Америки. Не только отцы-основатели, но и вообще люди, которые отличились. Тут можно увидеть в первую очередь Джорджа Вашингтона. И вот эта вот гора действительно очень знаменита. Рашмор. Well, now please open your textbooks at page 138. Let us do 2 exercises, 41 and 42. Well, exercise number 41. Put the words and phrases into 3 categories in the table. We won't do it, but we are going to read these words and translate them. Now we are going to work with conjunctions, союзами conjunctions, and our conjunctions will be besides, кроме того, although, даже хотя, in addition to, вдобавок, because, потому что, also, также, however, однако, despite, несмотря на, as well as, так же как, since, с тех пор, as, так, чем иногда переводится. But, но, and и what is more, более того, in spite of, несмотря на, due to, потому что, to, также, whereas, в то время как, on the other hand, с другой стороны. Значит, мы здесь можем увидеть пары despite или in spite of, иногда как синонимы используются because и due to. Well, these words, please read after me. Besides, although, in addition to, because, also, however, despite, as well as, since, as, but, and, what is more, in spite of, due to, whereas, on the other hand. Very nice. Now let us have some practice with these conjunctions. Exercise number 42. Use the words from exercise 41 to join the ideas in these sentences. Well, we are going to read these pairs of sentences and join them with the most appropriate conjunction. His car is very fast. It is very expensive. Его машина очень быстрая, и она очень дорогая. Well, how can we say? For example, his car is very fast as well as it is very expensive. Next, we were tired. We had been traveling for a week. Мы были очень уставшими, мы путешествовали в течение недели. What can we say? We were tired as we had been traveling for a week. Потому что так как путешествовали в целую неделю. The weather was awful. It was pouring with rain. It was cold. Погода была ужасная. Постоянно лил дождь и было очень холодно. For example, the weather was awful because it was pouring with rain and it was very cold. Why not? Next, number 4. We left home early. We arrived late. Мы вышли из дома очень рано, но вернулись поздно. Значит, what can we join to this idea? For example, although, хотя. Although we left home early, we arrived late. Next, number 5. I was late for school. The traffic was really bad. Я опоздал в школу, потому что дорожное движение было действительно ужасным. I was late for school due to the traffic was really bad. Number 6. I have get a taxi, it's too expensive. I never get a taxi, it's too expensive. Я никогда не езжу на такси, потому что это очень дорого. I never get a taxi as it's too expensive. Well, because or due to. Next, number 7. The weather was bad. We still went out for a walk. However, the weather was bad. We still went out for a walk. Несмотря на то, что, однако, погода была все-таки ужасная, мы все-таки пошли на прогулку. And number 8. They have a car. They rarely use it. У них есть машина, но они редко ею пользуются. Despite they have a car, they rarely use it. Very nice. Now, let us rank our speaking skills. We are going to read 2 texts, and our purpose consists of reading them very well. I will read it for you, and you please repeat after me and try to do this task by yourselves. Text 1. The truth is most people love dogs. About 50% of people choose dogs as their pets. When we want to show our pet dog how much we love it, we often give it something tasty. Often this is chocolate or other human food. However, it can do harm to your dog. It does not mean that all human food is bad for your dog. Still, there are foods that are safe for people, but are not safe for dogs. One example is chocolate, which is toxic for dogs. Grapes are poisonous for dogs too. Research shows that most people do not know that onions and garlic can make their pet dog ill. A cup of coffee or tea can actually kill your dog. A small amount of any food mentioned above will certainly cause only a minor health problem to your pet, but a bigger portion may have very bad consequences. So think twice before treating your dog to some human food. Very nice. Now let us read the second text. From many places on Earth, the clearest thing seen in the night sky is usually the moon. It is Earth's only natural satellite. When early scientists looked at the moon, they saw dark spots. They believed those spots were seas and the lighter regions were land. When people looked at the moon with a telescope, they saw a different image. They found mountains and craters and thought that the moon was much like our planet. Of course, now we know that the moon has no life and thus is much different from Earth. The moon does have a lot of craters. At some point, the moon also had active volcanoes. We can still see traces of lava on the moon's surface. Scientists have found water in some rocks on the moon, but there is too little of it. These rocks look as if they had been baked. It also proves volcanic activity on the moon in the past. Very nice. Now I'm going to ask you my home assignment. Remind all the verb tenses because we're going to do the grammar test in Rishu YG system on the 30th of April. Please remind all the verb tenses. That's all, I have finished. Thank you very much for your attention. The lesson is over. Bye bye.